Guys, welcome back to another Sunday reset. Today we're doing some decluttering and I'm going to be sharing with you my master bedroom. That's a space I don't often share. I think the last time I showed that on my channel was before Halloween when I did just a little bit of a fall refresh in there. Partly I don't share it because it's a work in progress. It's an upstairs bedroom, and so it kind of takes a back seat to everything that I want to do downstairs, and it's definitely showing its character is a nice way to say that. Over the years, I've kind of melded through different styles, and when we go upstairs, we're gonna get it cleaned up and kind of refreshed. I'm gonna wash my duvet cover and just kind of reset it for the winter. I'm not quite ready to do spring, but I'm starting to feel the itch to start bringing in some spring, especially since I did my Valentine's decorating downstairs here, and I know a lot of you guys really liked it, and I am loving the color, and so I feel like I'm craving that. So I'm ready to get up there and declutter my closet because that is something that I have been needing to do for probably 4 years now. I just throw everything in that closet, shut the doors, and I don't think about it anymore. So I don't even really know what kind of clothes I have, and most of them don't fit me anyway. So I went to Target and I grabbed 2 bins for storage in the Bullseye Target Dollar Spot area. So I'll turn the camera around here in just a moment and kind of share that with you. But that space up there, as I was saying, is kind of showing its character because over the years I have been all through all the different styles, right? I went from this kind of farmhouse look, and then I went more cottage, and then I had a moment in the back of my mind where I'm like, I'm gonna do that earthy sort of organic thing and bring everything down to beige, and I like that look. When I watch somebody else's decorating videos and I see that style, I absolutely love it, but I really don't think it's right for me. I do need color, and I like quaint. I like cute, cozy, and quaint. That's just who I am. So, I mean, I don't know that I'm cute, cozy, and quaint, but I like my house to be that way. So I think I kind of know the direction I want to go, which is something that I was waiting on. I was waiting on kind of knowing what I wanted so that I can continue with the makeover. So my plan for that room over the next few months, it's not gonna happen all at once because I don't have the time really, honestly, or the budget for it, is I wanna get a new bed frame. I wanna get something upholstered, something that's kind of cozy and pretty and soft, because right now I have a metal bed frame. It's okay. You guys, some of you saw that I kind of did a little makeover on it, painted it black, but I don't want that anymore. I don't want that metal bed frame anymore, and I'm looking for something new. I also want to paint my dressers in there and kind of get everything cohesive, because you guys know I love to thrift, so I have sort of mismatched pieces, which is nice. I like the different styles that I have, but they are all different kind of colors and stains. So I want to bring everything more intentional looking, if that makes sense. So I want to also get the downstairs cleaned. I have to do a lot of stuff, and I don't know that I'm going to get it all done today. So I'm just going to grab a cup of coffee and get to work. All right, so before we go upstairs, I just want to quickly share with you some of the items that I purchased at Target. Now, I'm trying not to overbuy decor, but I do have things that I need for functional purposes that I will be spending money on. And so I do have a plan in my mind that I'm going to redo that laundry room over also. I'm not sure which of those makeovers will happen first. And so when I was at Target, I was in the dollar spot area, and I picked this up. I thought this was really cute. It was $5. I plan to use this either for dryer sheets, but I don't always use dryer sheets. So I'm thinking more likely this will end up being for dryer lint. That way I don't have to walk to the garbage every single time I do laundry. I can just pop it in here. When it gets filled up, I can kind of toss it. That will make life a little bit more convenient. And then I also picked up, actually picked up a few stems from the Hearth and Hand line. I'll share them with you really quickly. I think this is 3 of them. They're all mashed up from being in the bag, but they were $4.99. And I know I said I was kind of ready for spring, and I thought these were a really pretty soft coloring for spring. They have a little bit of a greenish color to the florals. So I like that. And I think I may end up bringing these upstairs even maybe today. Probably not, actually. I think I'm lying to myself because I don't think that will match with what I've got going on in there. This is more spring. So we'll set these aside and use them in a future video. And then I also picked up these storage bins. Oh, I have work clothes in there. I picked up these storage bins. They were $5, and they're sort of like a soft material. I really did like the way they look. On the top shelf in my closet, you'll see I cannot reach it very well. I'm kind of short. So I'm thinking if I put sweaters in here and just like bulky items, I can pile them up in here and kind of shove them up on the shelf and store them away. But then when I want to get to them, I can easily just pull the whole bin down and sort through it rather than trying to stand on my toes and get everything that way. And then the last thing I picked up, this is actually something I'm going to be probably using in my kitchen. I picked up this $5 folding step stool. I really like the color of it. It's a cute blue. And I plan to use this in the kitchen because I do have a step stool already, but honestly, I don't like standing on it. I'm kind of scared of heights. So I think this one is just perfect to help give me a little bit of height, but not something I have to climb all the way up on. So for $5, I thought that was great. Eventually, I'm thinking I may want to use this color in my laundry room. So if it doesn't work out in the kitchen, I can always transfer it over to the laundry room. And then the last thing I picked up was this spray bottle. I love being able to put my spray cleaners in just different types of bottles and set them everywhere, especially because I have a 2-story house. So having cleaner items on both levels just makes life easy because I don't always remember, like I have a bucket that I carry everything in, but I don't always remember to grab it when I go upstairs. And sometimes when I'm up there, I just want to do a quick clean and everything is downstairs stored away, and just having multiple spray bottles in my house makes sense for me. So those are the items that I picked up at Target. It is time to get upstairs and get decluttering. So actually we're going to get started here in my bedroom this morning, and I'm just opening up some of the curtains, letting a bit of natural light in. My downstairs doesn't have a lot of windows, so I always love coming up here and opening up all of the windows. There's, I think, 5 of them now that I'm thinking about it, and I just love the natural light. It really does make me feel energized and awake and ready to tackle the day. Now, after I filmed the intro and got up here and got started, I actually got called away, and so I kind of switched up my plan. You're going to see that I am going to do kind of like a cleanup and reset of the bedroom before I actually tackle the closet. I wasn't planning on that, but I didn't want to get called away and then leave the house and then come back to a giant disaster and feel kind of unmotivated to finish it. So I thought at least if I got everything really clean, when I return from running out and coming back to start again, I would walk into a clean bedroom and feel, I don't know, not overwhelmed. And that actually was a good choice because I was gone for about an hour and a half. And then when I came back, I felt really motivated to tackle the closet. So just going to start here by setting up the bedroom. I do need to wash my duvet cover. My duvet is just uncovered right now, but I don't actually get to that in this video. So, if you're looking to see what that's going to look like all finished up, it just ends up looking like it does. I'm actually on the hunt for a new one anyway. As we approach spring, I think I'm going to try to incorporate some sage green and some lighter colors. So I'm not sure what I'm going to end up using anyway. But once I get the bed made, it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the room, and I do feel motivated to keep going. So I'm just going to add these little pillows that I've got pillow covers on. These are like cozy knit, like cream colored pillows, and I just whack them right there onto the pillows. I just struggle with making a bed look like a hotel beautiful. I'm going to move over here to, this is actually my husband's dresser. He likes to just leave, I like to consider them little presents for me. If he opens up a new pack of socks or whatever early in the morning, he'll just leave it there on the dresser. So that's always fun. And did you guys see the Darth Vader alarm clock? So I don't know if you noticed that. I just kind of moved it on his side table, but the 80s style alarm clock that he had before, which I thought couldn't get worse, stopped working. And so we kind of stole a Darth Vader Lego alarm clock from a bin that we were going through in our shed from my son's childhood items, and we've got one on order, but it hasn't arrived yet. So we are rocking the Darth Vader alarm clock. I mean, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta have fun with it, right? This room has seen so many different additions of styles and different types of decor. I went from farmhouse to cottage to thinking I wanted to do like that modern organic, and I've got all of the styles here kind of mashed up. As I am going through the year this year, I plan to finally select items that all are a cohesive style and make this place look cute. I'm really not in love with the way it looks right now. You can see I've got that giant picture behind me to the left. It's sort of like an equestrian English countryside photo, and it's got a very traditional style. And then I have almost like farmhouse artwork around the room. There's just so many things going on, so I cannot wait to get this makeover started. But for now, just a simple reset will do. My duvet is quite old. I'm actually looking for a king size. I have a queen size bed, but I don't know, I just like the oversized look on a bed. So I'll be shopping for that here in the future. And then of course a new duvet cover as well. Now the hall just outside my bedroom is another area of concern. It needs a makeover. It is a mess. Everything just kind of gets dropped on the long table there on the landing, and I just have so many things I need to do up here. My upstairs has really just been neglected for too many years. So hopefully that'll be on the list of makeovers that I do this year. I have so many things on my honey-do list that I'm not sure if we'll get to that. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll feel extra motivated and be able to get them all done. So now we're going to tackle this side of the room, and as you guys are watching this, you may notice that my bedroom has a strange configuration. A lot of you might not know that we used to actually have a kitchen and living room up here. In fact, our entire house was kind of opposite of the way it is now. The main living area along with the dining and kitchen area were upstairs. That closet to the left of me was where my stove used to be. And so there has been so many changes this house has undergone. We finally love the setup. We love the way we did the remodel. We have our downstairs as our main living area, which makes sense, especially when you are coming home from grocery shopping and you need to lug all of the bags in. It is not fun walking up to the second story to get them into the kitchen. So we're really glad about how everything came together, but one of the things that was just inevitable was the strange configuration of the room. The bedroom now is where it was before. It just was off of the kitchen, which we hated. So I really love it, but you can see I have all these sort of odd angles and like a little alcove over here where my husband and I have our closets. So now that I'm back, it's time to tackle this closet. I know it doesn't look so bad, but really honestly, like that top shelf is just a mess. Clothes fall down on me all the time when I try to grab something from that top shelf. I've just had it with this space. And at first I was trying to be organized and set things in places and organize everything as far as, how I wanted to, whether I was going to keep them or give them away. But eventually I just started tossing all of the donations down on the floor and figured I'd worry about it later. I ended up donating so many clothes. Look at all these hangers just piled up. And you know what's really funny is that I have been thinking that I needed to go buy hangers. And today, as I'm going through this closet, I am realizing I don't need more hangers. I just need less clothes. Most of the things that are in there I don't wear anyway. And then I have this bin of just sort of like collected bathroom supplies, deodorant, toothpaste, that sort of thing. I've got paperwork, I've got sweaters just sort of thrown in everywhere. It's a hot mess, and so I'm really, really excited that it's finally under control. But you can see there on the back wall of the closet the different colors that I've got going on. That was, like I said, that was where our stove was, and so as I pull this shelf away, you'll see just all of these random mismatched looking wall colors. But, eventually maybe I don't know, paint it or something when I paint the room, but that's not a project that's happening today. This little shelf is actually from when my son was a baby, and so I've been hanging on to it. I don't know why, I just can't get rid of it. Maybe someday when he has kids, I'll pass it along to him. But for now, it's going to live in my closet and help me organize things. This year I am on a mission to sort of update my wardrobe. I historically have been a person that really put what my wardrobe looked like very low on my priority list. I wasn't too concerned about fashion at all. In fact, almost everything in my closet was thrifted, which is fine. You can find really beautiful things at the thrift store, but I wasn't doing that. I was just kind of going to find whatever. And good enough was good enough for a really long time, which is how I ended up with so many items in my closet that I just didn't really wear. And so this year I feel a little bit more inspired now that I've got some more space to go find some updated clothes, maybe try to do a capsule wardrobe so that things work more cohesively together. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll be doing that in the future. But I am very, very happy with the way the space is beginning to turn out. I've got so much room. My daughter was so proud of me. She said, I finally reclaimed the space. So it feels good to have that done. like the look of these bifold doors. The little slats kind of give everything a very cottagey feel, but boy, do they collect a lot of dust. I hadn't really noticed up until now, and giving these a good wipe down really did help kind of freshen up this space. It really did need that, along with all of the vacuuming, dusting, and getting things organized. I finally feel like I don't dread walking into my bedroom anymore, and that is such a great feeling. So I am so hopeful that watching me do this today gives you a little bit of motivation. Maybe just tackle one small space in your house. Maybe it's just a closet, and just sort of get your space back to feeling pretty. I added just this one little flower just because I wanted just something to inspire me when I wake up in the morning and have a look at a freshly organized and cleaned up room. Now it's time to head downstairs. I do have a lot to do downstairs, and in this video I'm only going to get to the kitchen. So let's tackle dishes and cleanup and just wiping everything down. I always love to have a clean kitchen, so it really stresses me out when things get disorganized, and that is where we're going to be working now. So I just want to take a minute and check in with you guys and ask, how are things going with you? How is the weather where you are? We have been a little bit warm, but over the last few days and expecting to be for the next few days, we have been extremely cold for my area. And I know a lot of you guys have gotten a lot of snow. And so I'm just hopeful that everybody's out there staying warm and being cozy during this slow winter season. I cannot stand the cold weather. I think the snow is beautiful, but boy, am I so glad that we don't get any snow here. So just leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. What have you been up to? How is your year going? And let's chat in the comments. And so you can see behind me, you guys, there is such a mess back there. I did not get to it all on this day. My son's girlfriend came and we were able to have a little visit. So that was kind of nice. She hung out with Molly, and it's always nice to see her. And after she left, I got right back to it and continued cleaning up the kitchen and freshening up that space. So as I'm cleaning up the sink and washing some of these dishes, I wanted to share with you guys that the pot that I'm washing right now is so old. One day I would love to replace all of my cookware and get something a little bit more upscale. I actually have had this pot since 1996. It came in a set. Someone had given my husband and I for our wedding a cookware set, and this was part of it. Yep, we got married in 1996, and I have had that pot ever since. It is a mess, but it's tried and true, and it's never let me down. So over the years, I have gotten rid of some of the other pieces, but that one, for some reason, has been able to stick around. So someday it'll get replaced. For now, it's good enough. I always love when it's time to finally get the countertops wiped down. I'm just using a Mr. Clean all-purpose cleaner. In the past, I've used the Mrs. Meyer's, but my local Target has not been selling the seasonal scents lately. And I know you can get them online, but I don't know, Mr. Clean is good enough. Maybe in the spring I will go back to using the lavender. I love the lavender scent. I would love to know if you guys have a favorite cleaner. I was just watching my friend Anna on her channel, and she was talking about an all-purpose cleaner that she uses that I just placed an order for. So thanks, Anna, for the tip. I have not received it yet, so when it comes, I will be excited to see, because she said it smells really good. And that's kind of my favorite part of this task, is just the way everything smells after you wipe down all the countertops. I had mentioned this in a previous Sunday reset, but one of the favorite ways of mine to clean my stainless steel is just to use baby oil. I mean, I'm not opposed to going and buying the Wyman spray. I know that works really well also, but I don't have that on hand, and I love using baby oil. It's a really nice, inexpensive option, and it does the job really well. So just getting my refrigerator and my dishwasher and stove all cleaned up, getting all those fingerprints off, and getting to the end of this kitchen reset. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope I was able to give you a little bit of motivation to tackle a space in your home and get it feeling fresh and ready for the new week. I hope I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.